Burnley nil, Arsenal 1. Yes, people, why football? And welcome back to Arsenal Reviews, a show where we review all Arsenal games. Arsenal won their second game of the season, beating Burnley 1-0 at Turf Moor. If you're new to this show, this is where we review all Arsenal games. I give the feelings around the match, kind of like a summary of what happened for those who missed it, especially this one because it was at 3 p.m, not being shown live in the UK. I then give a bit on like the implications of the match, what I think we need to do going forward, player ratings, and then the kind of the final thoughts. If you're new around here, please consider subscribing on my road to 600. And now would be the time where I would give a shout out to the viewer or viewers that got the score prediction right in Arsenal previews. But it was none of the viewers, but it actually was myself. At the end of the video, I said 1-0 Arsenal. It did end up happening, so yeah, I guess a shout out to myself if that means anything. But let's get into the game then. I'm going to start with a kind of run through for the match, the key events for those who have missed it. Arsenal started the first 5 minutes really well. We were on the front foot, passing the ball. The formation was 4-1-4-1. I've got the formation split screen with me and the stats. And it was very attacking, very attacking. I didn't expect it. I thought Lokonga would play next to Partey, to be honest. But just had Partey and had a Mill Smith or Odegaard ahead of him. And in the first 5 minutes, it looked like a bold move. And it looked like a good move because Odegaard was getting on the ball, making things happen. And then after that 5-10 minute spell when Burnley rode the pressure, they started to get into the game. You know what it's going to be like with Burnley. They literally pride themselves on having the aerial ability to basically just win headers, and that's all they did. They whipped in balls left, right, centre. Corners are literally like free kicks for them. They whipped in the corners, but to be fair, we defended it all right. Like Ben White, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, they look comfortable. I don't think there was one chance in that match where Burnley had chance. Don't get me wrong. Like you can see the stats, they had 18 shots, but I don't think there was one chance Burnley had where I honestly thought, how did he miss that? That didn't happen once in the game. So yeah, we rode that, and then at that point I was thinking, like around 20-25 minutes, I was like, this is poor. Very average from Arsenal. It was our old frailties of not being able to transition the ball from defence to attack quick enough. It was taking too long to get the ball from defence to attack. And then as I said that, we turned it around, and the ball came into Saka, neat turn, and he just drove at people. Like, how important is it in football to just run at people? It's so simple. It forces defenders to move position. When you pass the ball, right, for the most part, defenders don't really move. They move a little bit, but they stick to their structure. When you run at someone, the defenders have to move because they're not just going to let you run. That means it forces the defence to change shape, change structure. And when defences change structure, that's when chances happen. He eventually got chopped down, I believe it was by Westwood, and I think he was about to play through Nicolas Pepe through on goal. And I was thinking, oh, okay, yellow card for them, good chance here. Odegaard around it, Thomas Partey around it, Aubameyang around it. We needed a goal, and who stepped up? Martin Odegaard. What a free kick. Whipped it with his left foot over the wall into the corner. Pope didn't really have a chance. We're lucky the wall didn't jump. I believe it was Ashley Barnes who didn't jump. It went right over his head. If he jumped, no way it would have gone in. He would have headed that clearly. It went 2 inches above his head. But we take it. We take the lead there, and we're looking to push on for him. But we couldn't really create another chance going into the end of the first half, and then that half ended 1-0 to Arsenal. Okay performance, like I feel like we could have created more cutting edge chances, but we looked comfortable defending, and we were 1-0 up, so no complaints. Going into the second half, Burnley started on the front foot. It was complete opposite the first. Burnley started way better in the second half. We still looked comfortable defending, but we allowed too many crosses in the box for my liking. I know we were defending them well, but they literally all their chances came from headers, and in another day, they could have scored a few of these headers. Like Barnes had a couple of chances, Wood had a couple of chances, even Tarkowski had a couple of chances from the corners. But then all our chances came on the counter-attack. We were literally just counter-attack. And just like Norwich, we were poor finishing our dinner, man. Very poor. We just could not put away our chances. The ball came through, like, there was one time where Saka played it to Aubameyang, who then slipped into Smith Rowe, and he just kicked it so tamely, P-rolled at the keeper. Like, we just need a bit more clinicality in front of goal, I think. And I'm going to touch on the wingers. For me, like personally, the winger position, the left wing or right wing, is my favourite position on the football pitch. I love watching wingers play. I just love when they pick up the ball, they do something with it as a winger. You attack, whether that means you cross, shoot, pass, you do something with the ball as a winger. Our wingers today were not very good at all. Saka was very quiet, but he had the big moment that led to the goal with that run. So he did his thing. Pepe, on the other hand, there's a reason I didn't put him to start in my Arsenal previews. The brother was shocking today. I know we got the win, but Pepe, awful. Like, I watched Alan Saint-Maximin yesterday for Newcastle, one of my favourite players in the league. And look at how he played football. He got the ball and he was dangerous with it. He gets the ball and he tries to do something. Pepe just looks lost when he gets the football. There's no direction in his head on what to do. It's like he's doing skills and running for the sake of it. I always say in football, do something with purpose. Whether it's shoot, do it with purpose. Pass with purpose. Move with purpose. Don't just run for the sake of running. I feel that's what Pepe was doing today. He had no real game plan when he got the football. Also with the crosses, the first half, we didn't really do it in the second half, but the first half, we kept crossing it in. And the thing is, when we cross it, I don't know whether it's just me, we just cross for the sake of crossing. I don't feel like we target anyone in the box. The balls just get put into dangerous areas that they get dealt with. Like, we don't connect on our crosses enough. But it is what it is. It's just something to move forward with. I'm going to get into the player ratings now. Aaron Ramsdale in goal, for me, arguably our man in the match. I'm going to give him 8 out of 10. There was a penalty scare. In fact, they were given a penalty by Anthony Taylor from a poor back pass from Ben White. Really poor. Short-handed Ramsdale. And then Ramsdale kind of kicked it, but he got the ball first before he got the man. No way it was a penalty. Anthony Taylor was blind to be given it. VAR, thankfully, for once, worked in our favour and chalked it off, so it didn't end up being a penalty after VAR. But yeah, Ramsdale, flawless performance. The one thing that impressed me with Ramsdale, catching the ball from crosses, literally from corner kicks. The amount of times Burnley whipped in dangerous crosses and he just collected the ball. He's not the tallest of keepers, Ramsdale. I think he's like 6'2" or something. Like, he doesn't look massive, but he's commanding in the end. He's confident. Like, he went and collected those balls, 2 hands, catched it. Their threat was dead. And also his distribution is amazing. There's one time from the corner, he literally kicked out of his feet and it went pinpoint to Aubameyang. So yeah, Ramsdale's really grown on me. I wasn't a big fan when we signed him, but the geezer's really, really grown on me. He's looking good in goal. I wouldn't drop him going into North London Derby. Tomiyasu right back, I'll give him a 6 out of 10. I think he was a shaky time. It was a bit shaky one-on-one defending, but in terms of like the bulk defending, using head, nothing wrong with him at all. 6 out of 10 for me. Played decent. Ben White, I also give a 6 out of 10. I would have given a 7, but that short back pass to Ramsdale brings down his rating by 1 for me because he really could have lost us the game on that alone. Gabriel will give a 7 too because he was really commanding the air. Made a game-saving block in the first half against Ashley Barnes when literally Barnes was about to shoot right in front of the net and he just completely cooked it away. Gabriel's looking more commanding as well. I don't know whether his English has got better now. It's his 2nd year, but he's starting to command more. He's talking more to defenders. Really good performance from Gabriel. Tierney, I'll give a 6-2. Not his greatest game, but look, he was consistent. Defending-wise, didn't have much to do. He needs to stop the cross a bit more, in my opinion, but these from him. Partey, I'll give a 7-2, just for anchor in midfield, making stuff happen. Pepe, I'm going to give a 5-2, and I think that's a bit fortunate as well. He was our worst player on the pitch for me. Just didn't do anything when the ball came to him, man. Did not look a threat at all. Yeah, just, for me, that's why I didn't want him to start. I would have preferred Lokonga starting, to be honest, and having us as a free. But yeah, Odegaard, I'm going to give it 8 to as well as Ramsdale because he scored and looked a threat the whole game. And he won us the game with that free kick. If we don't score that free kick, we draw this game 0-0. And we're looking at it completely differently. That free kick changed this whole Arsenal review, this whole complexion of this review. Emile Smith-Rowe, I'll give a 6-2. Not his greatest game, to be honest. He had a P roll in the second half that he probably could have done better with, and he got slinged off. I think that's because he was coming back from his injury. But yeah, no, his injury, sorry, his illness, but not the greatest game from him. Saka as well, I'll give a 6-2. He did his thing to get the goal, that run, but other than that, he was extremely quiet. And Aubameyang, I'll give a 6-2 as well because just didn't. There was a stat before that says Burnley's one of his best opposition to play against. He scores a lot of goals, but didn't do much today. Ainsley Maitland-Niles coming on. I thought he played well. I thought he was good in midfield. I'll give him a 6. He didn't have a lot of time, so I can't give him more than that. But when he did get the ball, he passed it around well. He always seems a bit casual for me, but he got the job done. Lokonga as well, I'll give a 6. Played really well when he came on. Just didn't look like we didn't really miss Partey. I know he didn't swap out for Partey, but when he did come on, he looked really good. And even when Partey came off, took over from him. And then finally, Nuno Tavares, I actually give a 6 to as well because this man, when he got the ball, he had a shot right at the end of the game, but he looks good running with the ball. He's like another left winger. But yeah, that's just been my review of Arsenal beating Burnley 1-0 at Turf Moor. Let me know your thoughts of the game in the comments down below as a Gooner, Burnley fan, or any football fan. If you're around here, please consider subscribing on my road to 600. I'm almost there. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.